Hey, you good? Alright, let's unpack. Let's have a conversation. What's a man's responsibility? What's a woman's responsibility? Let's have a conversation about life. Let's have a conversation about the things that's making you stress. Let's have a conversation about everything. Man, let's unpack.
Hey, this will be episode 11 on Let's Unpack. For this episode, it's going to be totally different like the previous episode. I'm actually getting interviewed by the lovely Miss Melo.
Hey everybody. So today I wanted to ask you some questions.
Right.
In regards to society, I feel like you would be the best person to ask these questions to. Plus, you're always interviewing people, and maybe the audience could know you a little bit better. So
Right.
you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Cool. Let's see. Let's start here. What do most people think about you that is absolutely not true?
Immature, and I'll say immature. Definitely immature. The reason why I say immature, I feel like because I'm doing comedy skit, podcast, or even doing poetry rap, they will think I'm immature of, displaying this. Why he's not, like, in their perspective of what I feel like they think is like, oh, why you don't have a kid? Why he doesn't have a better job? Or, why is he not taking stuff serious? And that also goes from my personality. I feel like I always had this personality from high school.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people on my social media, for example, Facebook, is people from high school and family members. So they have that perspective. They still have that vision of me still.
Right.
Some people don't see that I'm actually growing as a person, or I'm not that same person from high school. I mentioned several times in my poetry. It was like,
Right. Who is the most influential person in your life?
I love that question. I could say my brother and my friends. My brother, I have several different brothers from my dad's side, and I could say two of them stick out. Khalif and Richie. Richie, me and him have like similar personality. And I could say similar journeys. Like both of us worked the minimum wage job, same thing for Khalif. And I could see the days that when my older brother was frustrated with work, trying to like figure out what's the next step, or just figure out like what is God telling me to do next? What is my purpose? So me and him always had like similar personality when it comes to that, like the strive, the things we were trying to do. I said my friends. I feel like my friends sprinkle little like things about myself that I added,
Help you be more confident.
Yeah, confidence and just everything. One of my friends, I could say, we go out and just network. Definitely having more confidence. I feel like I had confidence, but it was like structure, confidence, and structure way how to display things and do things. I could say my friends, just being myself. So definitely they play a part. The confidence, I could say, plays a part from them.
Okay. So, besides religion and politics, which topic always gets heated in your circle of friends and acquaintances?
What can we do more about our community or the black community? I feel like we talk about it, but everybody answer is, what are we gonna do about it? Shit ain't changing. They see little crimes or they see something and they just like, what are we gonna do about it? It's like they don't put their full effort into it. When it comes to religion, obviously people's gonna debate what's true, what's not, but you could say so much stuff when you come to religion. You're so passionate about it. You could talk forever about your God or whatever religion you believe in. Same thing with politics. you gonna dive in, you're sweating, you're really like yelling, you understand? But it's like when it comes to religion, I mean not religion, black community, people is half ass.
Yeah.
Like I always want to have conversation about it, like how can I do better or what can I do? Because it's like, why do I mention that? Because we had leaders before my time period and leaders before everybody's time period.
Right.
And they made an impact. So why can I not continue what's going on? If you know your community and any different race, it doesn't mean black, it could mean black, white, Asian, it doesn't matter. If you have a leader and your community right now is doing bad or is not doing what they was, what can you make a difference? Like what can you do? So those conversations right now in society, while technology is going on, the sneakers, the videos, the movie, games, people want to be entertained by that. People don't want to challenge themselves or what can they do as a person. People is living fucking comfortable. That's all they want to do. Care about, go on vacation, come back, go to my stressful job. Oh, I'm about to retire. Let's get that 401. That's all. It's layers to this. It's things that you could really try to do.
Yeah.
You see people protesting. All you want to say in your comments like this, and do something about it or try to do something about it. Yeah. Just put the effort. 1% more effort makes a difference.
Exactly. Yeah. So, what's one piece of advice you wish to give another black man? Speaking of that.
I would say learn how to love yourself from the good days and from the bad days. Because being black is hard as fuck, Like, trying to love yourself every day, trying to love yourself 24 hours. Because, like, you will see a lot of positive things, but goes right back to negative things, or what the community, violence, stereotype, all that stuff. So it's hard to love. It's hard to love being black 24 hours.
Right. Especially when the world just hates it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what kind of people do you like?
I like people who's different, or people who's oddballs. People that's like outcasts. Some people that don't fit society sometimes, because everybody just plays the same role or same things they like and all this stuff. Just people who just different. People who
the underdogs.
The people who could speak up. The people who got goals. The people who who looks at the world in a different perspective, right, and ready to challenge anything or debate.
Yup. What should parents stop teaching their children?
Stop teaching your kid to be a worker, a 9-to-5 worker. That's it. Because it's like your parents, when you get home, they tired from work, pick up a book and read, go to school, listen to the teacher, and that's it. Matter of fact, clean up the dishes and doing laundry. Those are good chores. But if you keep making it mandatory and you're not adding knowledge to the kid or teaching the kid how to be a business person, that plays a huge factor. We already know the numbers or the statistic of black parents.
Yeah.
When it comes to income, we are low. We're not high like the other race. Because look what we have. Look what the things we're displaying. Look what the chances we're taking. So my kids is a 9-to-5 worker. I'm a perfect example. Going to school, do this. You couldn't even challenge the teacher. You never think like, as a creative person. And what teacher, like when you drawing on the desk, they're gonna say, wow, this is the art piece. They're gonna destroy everything. They're not gonna look at anything creative. Just like when you home, if you're drawing on the wall or you're doing it, they will destroy your dreams. So, and from destroying your dream, that will set up trauma. And destroying your dream, that's setting up for you for failure. It's not making you challenge yourself. It's not making you keep going and driving. It's just making you become a 9-to-5 worker. And a lot of jobs and a lot of school is setting you up for that.
Yeah. For sure. So, last one.
I'm ready.
What is the biggest lesson you learned from being a person of color?
Biggest lesson I learned is not easy, right? I feel like I repeat this answer, but it's like this is really true. Like I feel like this is not easy dealing with a lot of stuff, like what's going on. It's like it's really hard just being black.
Mm-hmm.
From feeling like everything is a stereotype, feeling like you reading this stuff on social media or you watching videos on TikTok about your ancestors and history, but we not owning shit.
Right.
It's not. It feels bad. It just feels bad as like everything is against us. It feels bad like you listen to hip hop. Through that whole year of your favorite artist, somebody's gonna get killed.
Yeah.
There's always gonna be a black artist getting killed. Look what they did to. I'm not defending P Diddy, but if you think about it, P Diddy's is going in jail, or P Diddy have this terrible look on him, or not even look. What he's bringing to display on social media. They only told him about P Diddy. Before P Diddy was who else? R Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? Bill Cosby. So they would display those black people on social media. And social media and the world, who else is looking at it? Everybody's looking at it. So that's putting an image on also on me.
Mm-hmm.
And an image on everybody black, that
Right.
everything that they say about us is true.
Yeah.
Because those people we just mentioned, they are rich, right? So they trying to say that when a black person become rich, this is what they're going to do. When a black person become rich, he's not going to invest in his people, he's going to kill his people, or he's going to use the money, and this is what he's going to do.
Yeah.
All the evil thoughts they have about us or stories that they read about us is true. So it's like those plays a part, and like nobody think about it. Like, what about all those Jeffrey Weinstein and all those other people? They be
Right.
on the highlight, but that's it. A little bit goes right back to us.
Mm-hmm.
It's the year that Takeoff got killed. PNP, was it PNP Rock?
P&B.
PNB Rock got killed
Yeah.
the same year. The same year.
Yeah.
By who else? People who look exactly like me. So, and all these things that you see were displaying, like, oh, the designer clothes, the money, but we don't own shit.
Right.
We don't own it. So it's like, we don't own it. And so it's like, it's so hard just being me.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I could tell you that I would never forget that day. I was in a deli store with my friend, and I didn't buy none, but she was like, oh, let's go, like, she wanted to, like, show me the chips. So I'm in the aisle. It doesn't feel comfortable that you're in a store with the opposite race and they just looking at you in the camera.
Right.
I'm not stealing nothing, I'm not doing nothing, but they always gonna look at you in the camera.
Yeah.
You think they're gonna look at, I'm not trying to be racist, you think they're gonna look at a white person in the camera?
Mm-mm.
Or an Asian person? No, they're gonna look at me. I'm tall, I'm dark skinned, he's gonna steal something.
Right.
It doesn't matter if I open my mouth and I talk like this. He's gonna criminal. He's about to steal something. So it's like that, and it's hard being black because it's like our community is not ours community. It's
Right.
not controlled. So it's cool that we have weed shop, but if you have a bunch of weed shop, are we investing in that weed shop? Do we own that weed shop? We don't own it. So it's like, what are we doing?
And now it's not even a weed shop. It's just CBD they sell.
CBD, exactly. And it's
Yeah.
like, what are we doing? It's like all these stores, and you got a couple of them will say my brother, and they meant it in the bottom of their heart. But some of them would say it just for like a trend. It's like a hashtag.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm saying my brother. Now you feel, oh, he's my brother. Now I'm gonna invest in that store. Now he feel comfortable. It's
Marketing.
It's marketing. It's marketing. It's like a business thing. You gotta market to the people and make them feel comfortable. All right, yeah, you could come in the store. Yeah, you can hang in the store
Right.
and sell your drugs or whatever. It's fine, you know. But because out of the people who's selling it, y'all gonna buy something from the store.
Y'all gonna be in all
Yeah,
day.
you're
Somebody gonna be
in-
thirsty.
Exactly. So it's all marketable.
Yeah.
But it's like, come on, like it's like it's very frustrating. So it's every single day, like those are stereotypes that's written down, displayed on social media, and it becomes true.
Mm-hmm.
It was a time period when you on the train, and Once you're in Manhattan, it's crowded train. You bump the person on you're trying to get your phone out. They automatically think you're gonna steal something. They
Right.
automatically make you feel uncomfortable, like I'm not doing nothing.
Until it's convenient for them, or it's like cool,
Yeah.
like trending to be.
Exactly. So, Black Lives Matter. That's the year what the George Floyd situation happened. But it's been out for a while. But I feel
Right.
like Black Lives Matter, where they was really pushing around that time
Right.
period.
The
Right.
LGBTQ community created Black Lives Matter, which was created by a white person.
Exactly. But we
Yeah.
invest all our money towards that
Right.
company, right? But for the Black Lives Matter, right? After the George Floyd thing, it's funny how more black restaurants was pushing more.
Mm-hmm.
And they would keep saying this is black owned. So a lot of them would say black owned, and you'll go and support them because you feel good. You know, it's a change need to be happening, because that sometimes the George Floyd thing was a terrible situation, but there's a spark of fire that you got to realize that all right, we got to stick together.
Yeah.
We can't support certain companies right now. We got to put that on hold. So we was doing that, but we fall back to the same thing.
Right.
And back to the Black Lives Matter, that's like a hashtag. So if a black store say, "Oh, this is black owned," you're gonna support him, right? Or support that black owned restaurant.
Right.
But while I'm supporting, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Because I could invest all my money towards the black restaurant, but what are you doing with that money?
Right.
If you're paying rent, I understand, or the lease, cool. But are you still buying material things with the money? Are you using that money to invest in another black business?
Right.
You're not. So that's why the money doesn't go in a cycle. That's why it doesn't go through like a pipe system.
Yeah.
So it's like that's the issue of being like these are issues of like people's not talking about.
Mm-hmm.
It was the same year when they had the blackout on social media. That means we're not gonna support no businesses. No, those people is not invited to the cookout. Go right back to the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like these. I know I'm rambling, but it's like it's really annoying and it's bothering me.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I'm
why?
sure a million people feel like that though.
It's like, come on, like
It's an endless question.
it's an
really.
endless thing. Like it's an endless thing. Like sometimes you gotta be selfish and support your people first, and when everything is comfortable, then you could support other people.
Right.
Because as black people, we so open hand to every race.
I think the lineage is broken. There's
Yeah.
not no lineage. There's not like, what do you call it? Generational wealth. There's none of that
Mhm.
going on no more. People don't think about stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't, and it's like people could say from their parents, yeah, it plays a part. But if you know your parents or whatever wasn't treating you good, you have a kid and you're doing a repeat cycle, are you gonna blame your parents if you already know what's going on? Understand? Like sometimes you gotta break that.
Accountability.
There's accountability a certain time. You can't just say, okay, I'm 50 years old. This is what happened because my parents still like, bro. How long did you know about that?
Right.
You gotta break it. You gotta break it. Like, it's a lot of things my mom and my dad didn't do, but it's like, hey, shit happens.
Mhm.
History repeats itself, or you could break. You could change. You
Right.
could alternate history. You could really alternate history. If I know that about my mom and my dad 5 years ago, and I'm gonna keep like this is no, I could literally change my day. You can't predict tomorrow.
Yeah.
But if you focus on your goals every day, you could predict what you're gonna do tomorrow.
Exactly.
But yeah, but
That's why it's good to do what you're doing now, because you predicting your tomorrow. And,
exactly, for real. But we're gonna cut this episode nice,
Yeah.
short, and sweet. You know, it's 18 minutes and up.
My.
But this is Sean, and that is the lovely Miss Melo. And this is Let's Unpack.
Adios.
Listen, when I'm starting to think when I'm on social media, just because I posted comedy videos, I think they still think I'm like the old version of myself. I mean the old version. I mean the past tense and immature self. That's high school time period. I'm a different man, and I'm a different breed from a different seed.